A major fishing tournament off Ocean City, Maryland, a crew hauled in a giant blue marlin after an hour-long struggle, immediately sensing the catch was extraordinary. The massive fish required pulleys and mechanical lifts to be weighed, confirming its record-breaking size and earning the fishermen $6.2 million. Celebrated as a historic moment, the marlin represented the rare peak of what these waters can produce. Yet, the catch carried a sobering message, as blue marlin of this size are becoming increasingly rare due to overfishing and climate change, raising the possibility that this was one of the last giants of its kind. If you caught a fish worth $6.2 million, would you celebrate the win or feel conflicted, knowing it might be one of the last giants? And deep below the surface, nearly 5,000 feet down, something else was quietly glowing in the darkness. In 2012, a remote camera nearly 5,000 feet deep in the Gulf of Mexico captured a glowing, ghost-like creature drifting through the darkness, puzzling marine scientists for years. The massive translucent form moved like a floating umbrella and vanished almost as quickly as it appeared. After extensive analysis, researchers identified it as Deepstaria reticulum, a rare deep-sea jellyfish that lives at extreme depths, capable of growing over 6 feet across. Its nearly transparent body pulses gently through the water, revealing that the deep ocean still holds beautiful and mysterious life far beyond human imagination. When a fishing boat docked in Arica, Chile on July 11th, people noticed more than the usual catch. They gathered around a giant oarfish, so large it required cranes to lift it ashore. Nearly 6 meters long, the rare deep-sea fish is one of the world's longest bony species. Its shimmering, ribbon-like body drew strong reactions, partly because in Japanese folklore, oarfish are sometimes associated with major natural events. Scientists emphasize that such beliefs are cultural traditions, and the sighting mainly highlights how unusual it is for deep-sea animals to appear near the surface, reminding us how much remains unknown about ocean environments. 3 brothers from Galveston, Texas recreated a family legend when they caught a massive tiger shark during a high-stakes fishing tournament, the same species their father had landed in the same waters 3 decades earlier. After hours of being dragged through the dark, they revealed a tiger shark measuring 12 feet 6 inches and weighing 1,040 pounds, one of the largest ever recorded in Texas, an apex predator estimated to be over 20 years old. The catch made headlines not only for its size and striking family connection, but also as a reminder that these ancient sharks continue to thrive in the Gulf of Mexico, despite growing human pressure. Florida fishermen have caught some bizarre creatures worth up to $1 million. What are they? If you want to see, I've also added a direct link to it in the pinned comment below this video. And don't forget to come back. The next discovery is about a record-breaking Australian stingray. In Australia's Dempster River, a group of fishermen had a catch few would dare dream of. As they pulled up their fishing line, they realized something enormous was moving underwater. A few moments later, a gigantic stingray surfaced, its body incredibly smooth, wide, and heavy. It was a stingray, one of the largest and most venomous stingray species in the world, weighing over 400 pounds and nearly 6 feet long. The fishermen could hardly believe their luck. After taking a few photos and documenting the amazing moment, they gently released the colossal creature back into the river, allowing it to return to its underwater world. Fishermen between Australia and Indonesia and divers off Japan's west coast have recently encountered giant squid hunting in shallow waters, including one measuring 2.5 meters long. These creatures normally live miles deep in complete darkness, so their appearance near shore raises serious concern. Experts say rising ocean temperatures are pushing their prey closer to the surface, forcing giant squid to abandon their deep-sea habitats. This surge in sightings signals rapid, poorly understood changes in the oceans, with potentially devastating consequences. Experienced divers off the coast of Portugal expected a routine Atlantic dive. Instead, they encountered a massive sunfish, the largest bony fish in the world, reshaping their view of marine life. Weighing around 5,000 pounds, the strange flattened giant moved with slow, deliberate grace, its open mouth and rough skin giving it an otherworldly appearance. Despite its size, the sunfish was calm, curious, and harmless, circling the divers as they filmed the rare moment. Feeding mainly on jellyfish, these gentle giants grow enormous to sustain themselves, a living reminder that the deep ocean still holds astonishing surprises. Tap the like button to let us know this content is making a difference, and if you're watching on your phone, be sure to press the hype button right below. Next, in a tranquil European river, the two brothers are about to discover that some legends don't exist at sea. In 2015, two Italian brothers set out for a quiet day of river fishing and instead hooked a legendary Wels catfish that transformed the outing into a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. After battling the powerful fish for over an hour as it dove and surged with the current, they finally brought it to the surface and revealed a giant measuring about 9 feet long and weighing roughly 280 pounds. Known as Europe's largest freshwater fish, Wels catfish can live for over 100 years, and the brothers realized this ancient predator may have been swimming the river for generations. After documenting the moment, they safely released the massive fish, watching it disappear back into the depths, where it continues to rule the waterway. In 2012, Karachi, Pakistan drew international attention when a massive whale shark washed ashore and brought the city to a halt. What first appeared to be a grounded boat was revealed to be a colossal female whale shark measuring about 40 feet long and weighing over 15 tons, one of the largest ever recorded. As the world's largest fish, whale sharks are rare, gentle filter feeders that pose no threat to humans, making the discovery even more remarkable. The animal was later sold at a local fish market while researchers collected samples, though the cause of its death remains unknown, with pollution and environmental changes among the leading theories. In 2021, residents of Bremen, Maine were stunned when a massive basking shark washed ashore in Greenland Bay. Initially mistaken for a small whale, marine biologists identified it as a 26-foot-long basking shark, the second largest fish species in the world, and a harmless filter feeder that consumes plankton. Its presence so close to shore was highly unusual, as basking sharks typically remain in deeper, cooler waters. With no signs of injury or disease, researchers suggested that rapid warming in the Gulf of Maine may be altering food distribution and pushing these giants into unfamiliar areas, a clear sign that ocean conditions are changing in dramatic ways. Deep in the Florida Everglades, explorer Coyote Peterson and his crew encountered a massive alligator snapping turtle, a living relic that still rules America's hidden waterways. Rising from the murky swamp like a submerged relic, the turtle revealed its enormous size, armored shell, and powerful jaws, marking it as one of the Everglades' apex predators. When safely captured and weighed, it tipped the scale at around 100 pounds, its moss-covered shell and watchful eyes blending perfectly with the swamp floor. Nearly unchanged since the age of dinosaurs, alligator snapping turtles can live for over 100 years, meaning this individual may have patrolled these waters for generations. Known for their unique ambush hunting style, they lie motionless while using a worm-like lure on their tongue to attract prey before striking with astonishing speed. Researchers say the encounter confirms that these ancient predators continue to survive and thrive in the southeastern United States despite increasing habitat loss and human pressure. Of Florida's Gulf Coast, Joey Polk and his two cousins proved that legendary fish stories can be true when they returned to shore with undeniable evidence of an extraordinary catch. Fishing a secret family spot passed down for generations, they hooked something far larger than expected, a lightning-fast predator that stripped line for over 2 hours. When they finally brought it alongside the boat, they revealed an 11-foot-long Mako shark weighing nearly 800 pounds, one of the ocean's fastest and most powerful sharks. Too large to haul aboard, the shark was towed to shore and lifted with a small crane. Photos of the catch quickly spreading online. Despite worldwide curiosity, the fishermen kept the location secret, honoring a long-standing family tradition. More than a single achievement, the catch showed that the Gulf of Mexico still harbors true giants, offering once-in-a-lifetime encounters for those who know where to look. A fisherman casting into Lake Sam Rayburn near Beaumont, Texas, pulled up a living relic that rewrote fishing record books. What began as a powerful fight quickly proved extraordinary as the fish used its size and the current with relentless strength. When it surfaced, the angler realized he had caught a massive alligator gar, a prehistoric predator with a crocodile-like snout and armored scales resembling ancient chainmail. The fish measured 100 inches long and weighed 283 pounds, making it more than 8 feet in length and heavier than most adult men. Marine biologists later estimated the gar was at least 100 years old, meaning it had ruled these waters since before World War I. Alligator gar are living fossils, largely unchanged for over 100 million years, surviving the extinction of the dinosaurs and thriving in southern rivers and lakes. This record-breaking catch proved that Texas waterways still harbor true giants and that prehistoric predators continue to patrol America's backyard. A fisherman working in waters he had known for decades experienced an unforgettable surprise when an ordinary cast turned extraordinary. As he hauled in his net, the weight felt wrong, heavier and more concentrated than any typical catch. When the net surfaced, he was stunned to see a massive, snake-like eel filling the mesh, its dark, muscular body rippling beneath the water. The creature's thick frame and watchful eyes suggested a size and presence far beyond anything he had encountered before. Before he could measure or document it, the eel surged with unexpected strength, slipped through the net, and vanished back into the river. Left with only ripples and the memory of the encounter, the fisherman realized how little we truly know about even familiar waterways. In a rural Indian village, daily life came to a halt when residents discovered a massive Indian rock python stretched across a narrow road, blocking all passage. What was first mistaken for a fallen tree turned out to be a gigantic, non-venomous python measuring over 20 feet long, its thick, patterned body resembling a living barrier. Remarkably calm, the snake showed little concern for the growing crowd, lying motionless as villagers watched from a safe distance. Known as powerful constrictors, Indian rock pythons of this size can overpower large animals, making the situation potentially dangerous. Local authorities and wildlife experts were called, estimating the snake was over 30 years old and weighed several hundred pounds. After hours of quietly resting on the road, the python eventually moved on by itself, disappearing into nearby vegetation. The incident left the village in awe, serving as a reminder that in rural India, people and some of nature's most formidable predators still share the same space. In a remote, high-altitude mountain region, villagers encountered a strange creature whose appearance and behavior defied explanation. Small but unsettling, it had a mouse-like head with dark, alert eyes, 4 short legs, and a long, serpentine tail that made up most of its body. Instead of fleeing, the animal seemed curious and confident, moving as if perfectly at home in the harsh environment. Locals quickly linked it to the Tatzelwurm, a legendary alpine creature described as a serpent or dragon with legs and a venomous bite. Others speculated it could be a mutated lizard or an unknown species that evolved in isolation, as its mix of mammal and reptile-like traits made classification difficult. Fears grew that it might be venomous, prompting caution among residents who worried it could be hiding in nearby caves. Wildlife experts were unable to reach a definitive conclusion, suggesting anything from a rare high-altitude salamander to a previously undocumented species. The mystery remains unresolved, reinforcing the idea that even today, remote regions can still blur the line between ancient legend and undiscovered reality. A team of biologists set out to investigate long-standing indigenous stories of giant Amazonian snakes and made one of the most important zoological discoveries of the 21st century. Venturing deep into remote regions of the Ecuadorian Amazon, they dove into dark, unexplored waters despite the danger posed by caimans, electric eels, and other predators. There, they encountered a massive green snake, far larger than any known anaconda, moving with surprising grace through submerged vegetation. Researchers estimated it measured over 20 feet long and weighed close to 1,100 pounds, with a body too thick for a person to encircle. Genetic testing later revealed the animal was not an oversized specimen, but an entirely new species, now known as the northern green anaconda. Analysis showed it diverged from the common green anaconda nearly 10 million years ago, evolving in isolation for millions of years. The discovery confirmed that the Amazon still hides extraordinary life forms and demonstrated that indigenous knowledge can reveal scientific truths long overlooked by modern research. On the remote islands of Indonesia's Komodo National Park, real-life dragons still dominate their territory with prehistoric authority. Komodo dragons are the world's largest living lizards, growing up to 10 feet long and weighing over 150 pounds. But their true power lies in how they hunt. Research shows their bite delivers nearly 600 pounds per square inch of force, far stronger than a human's, aided by serrated teeth and venomous saliva that weakens prey over time. Rather than subduing prey quickly, a dragon bites once and patiently follows its prey until the toxins take effect, a strategy refined over millions of years. Armored scales protect them in combat, powerful legs allow short bursts of speed, and forked tongues track scents from great distances. Fearless apex predators, they hunt animals larger than themselves and have even posed risks to humans who ventured too close. Komodo dragons are living remnants of an ancient world, proving that creatures resembling dragons never truly vanished from the earth. A professional diver and wildlife filmmaker ventured into the murky rivers of Brazil to document life beneath the surface, fully aware that the waters were home to some of the world's largest snakes. While navigating the dark, tannin-stained river with limited visibility, he noticed a massive serpent resting along the bank, perfectly camouflaged among logs and vegetation. The snake, estimated to be at least 16 feet long and weighing well over 250 pounds, was one of South America's largest constrictors. Remarkably, instead of retreating, the python remained calm and curious, allowing the diver to approach closely and film its powerful body and football-sized head. For several minutes, human and serpent shared a quiet standoff, with no sign of aggression from the animal. The rare footage offered an intimate look at the behavior of these formidable predators and showed that when approached with respect, even the most legendary creatures can reveal a surprisingly calm and intelligent side in their natural environment. A construction project in Para, Brazil, came to an abrupt halt when workers uncovered a shocking reminder of the Amazon's hidden power. During routine blasting at a dam site, a newly exposed cave revealed movement, and moments later, a massive python emerged from the darkness. Estimated to be over 33 feet long and weighing around 880 pounds, the serpent was unlike anything the crew had ever seen, its body so thick it rivaled the length of a school bus in scale and presence. Work stopped immediately as workers watched from a safe distance, stunned that such a creature had been living undisturbed beneath the site, possibly for decades. Wildlife experts suggested the cave system had provided ideal shelter and abundant prey, allowing the snake to grow to an extraordinary size in a thriving ecosystem. The discovery forced the project to adopt new safety and survey measures and served as a powerful reminder that the Amazon rainforest still holds secrets capable of challenging modern expectations and revealing just how little we truly know about the natural world. Predators. The giant Aldabra tortoise is one of nature's greatest examples of survival and longevity, offering a perspective on time that far exceeds human experience. Among the largest tortoise species on Earth, adult males can weigh over 550 pounds and measure more than 4 feet long. Yet, their most remarkable trait is their lifespan. Some individuals, including the famous Jonathan, have lived for more than 190 years, bearing witness to generations of human history. Their extraordinary longevity comes from a slow, deliberate way of life that conserves energy and avoids risk. Feeding mainly on vegetation, they can endure long droughts by storing water and slowing their metabolism. Protective shells, efficient feeding, and unique adaptations such as drinking through their nostrils have allowed them to survive dramatic environmental changes over centuries. Rather than speed or aggression, Aldabra tortoises thrive through patience and efficiency, making them living reminders of resilience and the importance of protecting species whose lives span far beyond our own. Which of these incredible catches surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible wildlife encounters that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about our planet's most mysterious creatures.